Yeah, for sure. There's a few pieces of coast around the world that are kind of similar to down here. I feel like West Oz is similar, and then it has a here goes Geordie. It has a similar vibe to South Africa, I think, down near J Bay, and yeah, it's great to see Ace still killing it.
Oh, we love it. Looks like we have an opportunity setting up for Ace now. Moving down the line quickly on this JS. Now a big bottom turn and a smooth connection through the whitewater. Had a bit of the drift there, Potts. I was already giving it to him because he's so consistent with that move. More waves on the way. Gliding in through the whitewater, J.Smith, former Bells champ. Getting a float off the top of that section of Winky Pop. Drifting the tail and controls the slide through the soft part of the wave. Springing through the inside wall well. Great pace and tempo from J.Smith. Really looked like a hard wave to ride. That'll be his second scoring ride. J.Freestone with the windup. Getting a little bit hung up as it looked like he wanted to ramp up on that section with 26 to go. Thank you, Rosie. Great to hear from Jadson Andre. And we were kind of wondering how fatigue could play a role in his year. 3 finals, 1 win on the QS. Firing at all cylinders, and then dealt with a 33rd to start. Freestone going for that big frontside whip off the top that he's world famous for. 2 attempts there. An incredible strike rate above the lip. Smith now. Snap to slide. Hard off the bottom. There's a big vertical tail whip. Tidy combination from Smith with 22 minutes to go.
Yeah, great combo there from Geordie. I like that better than his first wave. Focus on that. You know, even if it is a bit of a closeout, get that first turn in and then really connect with the second maneuver. Going into that turn with a lot of speed, kicks the tail out, beautiful body position. It's going to be another keeper score for J.Smith. But Matty, what do you reckon? His boards are looking like they've got a little bit more foam, a little bit more flow.
Yeah, I was feeling his board the other day. I think it's got like 34 litres or something in it, which is like...
That first final was with Potts back in '94 at Bells. As we look at J.Smith with some power, blows the tail, lay back, but can't recover.
See, Connor does some awesome ones where you start in the full lay back and then your front arm comes back too and pulls you over your board, which is it's really...
2 guinea pig first heats in that realm, and I can confirm that J.Smith is on the same Chris Gallagher board from the great result up there at the Gold Coast at Duranbar Beach, so in the Quicksilver Pro. So deciding to ride that same board, and it looks pretty good.
Do some turns and then an air reverse. He looks like he's just looking for the air reverses, and I don't know if that's gonna cut it against Geordie surfing a smart heat and surfing. Yeah, for sure. That's where the contest really starts, is when it comes man on man. Ace on a nice looking wave here.
So getting through a couple of turns out the back. Ace trying to clean this one up with a big vertical. And he'll ride out his best score so far.
Yeah, it seems now if you kind of look back, and if Ace had to come out of that that last turn on his first wave, he would have been right up there with Geordie. Yeah. So, but yeah, I know Ace has been working so hard on his the recovery with his knee. I did some training with him at A.Buchan before the season started, and he'd been working non-stop on trying to get back in time for the Gold Coast, and yeah, he's looking super sharp. It must be awkward surfing with that big knee brace on, but he's looking good.
Some numbers at the classic venues on tour, like Jeffreys Bay, make all the Goofy Foots proud. Smith snapping through the lip, looking nice and loose. Wrapping cutback through the flats. He's got a little double up for the closeout. Fin throw and finishes. Really interesting is Chris Gallagher, who made him this surfboard, they actually in the offseason worked on a board for surf in the 2 to 4 foot range that didn't have a lot of power. So this is a perfect time to show off that board they're calling the hovercraft. Watch an Ace in his last couple of sections, moving quickly in these last couple of minutes. His previous wave 4-4 did get him into second putts. Onto this spot, Wilco, take us through this one.
Yeah, Ace, this was a smaller inside wave, but they sometimes run really nice at Winky, and Ace, the first turn got a little caught up, but then looked really sharp on that last turn, I think.
Let's have a look. Here he goes.
Rolling in now, high up the point, J.Freestone. Big turn through that oncoming section. He'll throw the fins out into reverse. That was the combination Jack was looking for. His best score so far about to enter the screen. Just needing a 3-3-1 for Ace's spot. Buchan still waiting on his previous number as well into the final minute.
Pretty similar to his best wave, do you think? I don't really know. It's going to be hard for Jack because his other score's only a 2, so that's going to need to be 2 points higher than Ace's wave. So I guess just wait and see what the judges think.
5.40 required. Let's have a look. Board nice and inverted, tail high, full bottom deck showing. I was kind of tweaked out a bit, so kind of like it. Critical maneuver.
2 quick maneuvers for Freestone, and judges starting to make a decision.
Oh my gosh.
Ace Buchan's last 3.67, Jack's last a 5.17. Doesn't get it.
Wow.
Just short on what he needed. So you had a split decision from the panel. Freestone looks like he's in disbelief on the decision. What a heat to call, Wilco. Thanks so much for joining us. Can't wait to see you back on tour next year and back in the world title race.